Good evening, it's Holly Miller with Country of Crafts, and today I'm going to talk about how I do transfers on I'm going to do them on cabinet fronts that we had painted. We have a dry sink that we are getting ready to put together, and it needs a little bit more, so we're going to add these because we got these from 44 Marketplace. We went down for our creative finishes classes last month, and I found the perfect thing to use them on. We're going to use the Hocus Pocus transfer decor today, and we're going to use the Old Lighthouse is the name of it. So here's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that. We did this one earlier, and we were just trying to see how it worked before I put it on the original piece. This is just an old cabinet door we had laying around. It went on very easy, quick, and it took like 5 minutes. It really didn't take that long. It took longer for me to line it up because I have issues lining stuff up. So it took me longer with that than actually putting the stencil on. Or I'm sorry, the transfer. The things that you're going to need is the transfer. It's a 35 by 23 transfer, which we cut 2 different pieces out of because it was too big for what we needed it for. So we cut it. When we cut it, we cut the whole shape out so it fits, so it's kind of a whole picture, not just a piece of a picture. We kind of got them on there to kind of match. When we cut it, I tried to cut the back piece. It comes with this little white piece of paper with it. It helps it from sticking to everything. So until you're ready, keep the white paper on the back of this transfer, or it will stick permanently to something that you don't want it to stick permanently to. And it comes with a little scraper stick thing, and with the scraper stick you just scratch it off with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on it. I'm gonna start on this one first. We pre-taped them because I'm crazy about where it's set at. So I wanted to make sure I'm not having issues on screen. So we taped it early and made sure it was in the right spot and make sure they lined up easy. So I'm ready to remove the white sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and just remove and put the transfer on. And I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to take my stick and I'm just going to scratch it off basically. And as I'm scratching it off, I'm going to raise it just to see if it's actually, I'm going to take the tape off because now it's stuck. Take my little piece of tape off. So I'm going to raise it up and see if it's stuck, and do this slow. You don't want to be quick. You want to just kind of take your time at it. Scratch it off, and I raise it up and make sure the transfer's taped. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but some of it didn't come off, so I'm going to lay it back down and scratch it some more. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm going to raise it up again. Okay, now you can see the picture. So you see some of the transfer on this side over here is still stuck, so I'm going to lay it back down and keep going. And I'm just going to keep checking as I'm going to make sure I'm getting all the transfer off the plastic sheet onto my surface. And this is a door, so I'm going to keep going. I've used other transfers before. I like Hocus Pocus because they're quick and they don't leave a halo around the product. Some of the products that you use, it leaves a little white ring around it. This doesn't. And it seems to come off easier to me. This is my first time using it. And you can use it on wood. You can use it on glass, which as soon as my flamingo comes in, you'll see that. I'm excited about my flamingo. And just keep going and slowly raising it up and making sure that all the stencil, all the transfer is down on the board or your surface. And I'm going to keep going slow, keep raising it up and making sure that everything's off my paper. So this is what the transfer looks like once it's complete. Some of the transfers are meant to look distressed. Sometimes I'll go back and distress it myself to make it look a little subtle. So just to give a little bit more softer look, we'll go back and do a little distress over top of that, just lightly, and then we'll seal it. I usually put Gator Hide by Dixie Belle to make sure that it's sealed real good. So I'm gonna do the next one. So this is, I didn't show you this in the beginning of the other one because I forgot. So this is what it looks like after we cut it. We cut out the shape. Comes with a little white backing and it's on like a plastic. We chose the nautical theme because we are on the coast here in North Carolina at Topsail Beach near the Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune. And this is why we chose these. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one. And take out the white piece underneath, just a white piece of paper to help protect it, and I'm going to lay it down. Once you lay it down, usually it's done. So make sure it's laid down the way I need it. And I'm going to pull off the tape and I'm going to start scratching. So it lifted a little bit. I want to pick the paper up too fast. So I'm going to distress it anyway. So I'm just going to touch it and get it to lay down. Make sure all the edges are down. And then that's the second one. And again, I'm going to just lightly distress it to soften up the image. So again, the reason I like these are because they are on one big sheet. The Hocus Pocus transfers are on one big sheet. They're all together. Some of the other transfers come in 2 or 3 different sections and it's impossible to line them up. I've tried. But this is in one big sheet. So, and in the halo, as you can see, you don't see the little glowy thing around the product, the finished product. So that's what the halo is. So stay tuned for the next part. That's it for tonight.